President Obama touching down in China ahead of the G20 summit. The president all smiles here with the Chinese president, but we're learning the trip got off to a rocky start with heated words between was 11 years old when he disappeared in 1989. In the following years, his mother, Pat. All right, Kevin, we want to hear what happened there.
Yeah, tension right away, right? So if you had any hopes whatsoever of a flawless and perfect G20 summit, all right, they're out of the window. They're gone because right off the very start, and just a little bit of a dust-up, but just for clarity, keep in mind, this kind of reminds me of the 2009 visit.
The system we used was set up for President Clinton's office. And
spirit of charity and unity that binds us all together, and we are bound together, and I see that today. This has been an amazing day for me. The African American faith community has been
access to the president. But again, I don't want to sort of overstate it. It is sort of par for the course if you've ever been here before on a trip like this. Now, despite the tension, the two leaders, we're speaking of President Obama and Xi Jinping, did manage to carve out some moments of calm during a nighttime walk. Highlight of the day, clearly the Paris Climate Agreement, but there are still several areas of disagreement between the two countries.
We will have, once again, candid conversations about some of those differences around issues like human rights or cyber or maritime. But our teams have been engaged. They have worked very well and diligently together. And so I want to thank not only you, Mr. President, but also your entire government for the constructive way in which we have worked in preparation for this meeting.
With UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon on hand, Presidents Obama and Xi Jinping did formally commit the world's two largest economies to that joint plan to reduce greenhouse gases. A very big day, an historic day here at the G20. Now, the president, with an obvious eye on the upcoming election, did talk about the way forward, not just what will happen when the new U.S. leader comes into office in January, but also in trying to maintain this very critical relationship between the U.S. and China. Listen to the president.
I'm absolutely committed to ensuring not only that this is a productive meeting, but that we're also setting the stage so that the next U.S. administration comes in with a relationship that is on a strong and productive footing.
Clearly, this will be a very interesting G20, not just talking about economic issues and security issues. Maritime issues will clearly be a very big topic of discussion, not just between the U.S. and China, but also the Philippines getting in on that conversation. And also, Laura, be sure to keep an eye on the sideline meetings. Yes, the president does have a formal bilat set up with Turkish President Erdogan, but we also expect him, as we should, to have some time with Russia's President Vladimir Putin. That should be very interesting, and of course, we'll bring you all the details from here in Hangzhou. But for now, back to you.
All right, Kevin, thanks so much. What a great assignment. We'll look for more of that. All right.